Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Why I Run TV. It's a short episode this week, but it's a really good one. And if you're over the age of 30 and a runner, then this could be the most important episode that we've made for you. So let's roll those intros and get this episode going. What an amazing weekend of racing it has been all over the world, and in particular over in New Zealand for the Tarawera Ultra Marathon. Perfect conditions over there and some amazing races with the lead men and the lead women going head to head and it coming down to those final few kilometres. Absolutely wonderful. I had a couple of mates who were over there running it themselves and they had some really good days, and they said that the whole event was just awesome and almost a perfect condition. As I said in the intro, if you are over the age of 30, then this episode that we're about to show you is absolutely crucial for you. It's all about strength training. It's all about why we should be doing regular strength training in our program every single week. And we're going to give you a little 20-minute routine to show you exactly what you can do to make yourself a better runner, to make yourself a stronger runner. Because once you hit that age of 30, then strength training becomes a crucial and important component of everything you do each week to week. Okay, so there are a number of reasons why a lot of runners don't incorporate some form of strength training into their program each week. I know for myself, I've been told by physios year after year that I should be putting strength training into it, and it's only something that I've started doing in the last 6 months to 12 months. And it's something which I feel is now starting to benefit my running. So in this episode, we're going to talk through the reasons why people should be doing strength training and why you should put it into your program. And we're going to go and visit a friend of mine, Myles, up in Brisbane, and he's going to show us a really good 20-minute strength routine that we can do that doesn't require any equipment, that doesn't require a gym membership. We can do it in the comfort of our own home. We can do it at the end of an easy run, or we can do it in the park or down at the beach or anything like that. So the research behind why runners should be doing strength training is now becoming quite evident. A lot of research papers and a lot of running journals and running magazines sort of talk around the number of 1% muscle strength and muscle loss each year after we hit the age of 30. So now that I'm pushing closer to 40 now, I've lost about 10% of my muscle strength and my muscle mass and my ligament strength and things like that by not going to the gym once I hit the age of 30. So the research is showing that it's a crucial component of our running program, and it's one that we should be putting in every single year in order to keep our longevity for our racing and our training and our health and well-being going year after year. So having said all that, let's now head up to Brisbane and catch up with a good friend of mine, Myles. An excellent runner. He's been a physio for a long time. He's even worked with the Australian Olympic team in a couple of their campaigns. He's been to many world championships and world titles with kayakers and rowers and people like that, and across a number of different sports. I asked him to put together a 20-minute strength routine that people can do when they don't have access to the gym, or what people can do when they just get home from work and they really haven't got time to go out for a run. So this is something you can do away from the gym. It's something you can do at home. It's something you can do down the beach or in the comfort of your own home. So I hope you enjoy this. He's got 5 really beneficial exercises for us, and he's going to talk us through them one by one. So let's go and catch up with him.
Hi everyone, I'm Myles, sports physio at Activate Health and Fitness, and today I'm just going to run through a 20-minute strength program for your beginner runners out there who don't have a gym membership and aren't already doing a prescribed strength and conditioning program. So we've put together a basic body strength program that you can do at the end of your easy runs, or just if you've got 15 to 20 minutes at home on your non-run days. Okay, you don't need any equipment, all you need is a nice comfortable space and a bit of motivation. First exercise is going to be single leg calf raise. So it's really important that you have your knee locked completely straight for this, and you're going to use a wall or a chair for support because it's not about balance, it's about pure strength. So with your knee locked straight, coming up onto your toes, 2 to 3 seconds on the way up, 2 to 3 seconds on the way down, nice and controlled. If you can't get all the way up on single leg, we're going to start with a double leg and do a transfer to a single leg on the way down. But ultimately we're looking at 3 lots of 10 to 12 repeats on a single leg with about a 30-second break in the middle. Okay, so after your single leg calf raise, you'll have a bit of calf fatigue. We're going to go into more of a skill component here, the stiff-legged bunny hop. So locking your knees straight, you're going to bounce on the ball of your feet, keeping your knees completely locked. So it's all foot and ankle stiffness here, really important for running. I want you to bounce for 20 seconds non-stop on a double leg, and then have a break for 30 seconds. You're going to do 4 lots of 20 seconds double leg. When you can do that without bending your knees at all, we're going to progress to single leg, and it'll be 4 lots of 10 to 20 seconds single leg on each side. Third exercise, we're going to go into a single leg squat. If you are doing these at home, really good to do them in front of a mirror, and again, start with support. We want technique, we want good alignment. So standing on one leg, you're going to drop your hips back and come into a single leg squat. You're trying to keep your knee in line with your second toe so it's not dropping in over the inside of your foot, and you're trying to keep your hips level, so your left and your right hip are at the same level and your trunk's nice and straight. We're going to do 3 lots of 10 with these, build up to 3 lots of 12, using the wall for support. Once you can do that with good technique, we're going to take the support away and start doing them unsupported. So your fourth exercise is your single leg bridge. So looking more at hip extension and glute strength here. Now lying on your back with your foot on the ground, pushing through your heel so your hips come off the ground. Really important that you keep your back flat so you've got a little bit of engagement through your lower abs. We're going to hold that for 2 to 3 seconds, try and feel like you're clenching through the back of your hip and then lowering down nice and slow. Same thing again, it's a strength dosage, so 3 lots of 10, building up to 3 lots of 12, and then when you can do that, we're going to make it a little bit harder and put your foot up on a chair. So we're going to do it from a higher, deeper hip flexion position. Okay guys, last and final exercise, and probably the trickiest for balance and control. So standing on your single leg again, we're going to go into a single leg RDL, Romanian deadlift, or an arabesque if you're from a bit of a dancing background. So standing on one leg, up nice and tall, start with a wall or a chair for support. You're going to hinge forwards through the hips, keeping your back straight and keeping your hips level again, knee over your second toe, same as a single leg squat. You're going to hold that position with your body parallel to the ground for 2 to 3 seconds and then come up tall again, nice and controlled. We're going to do 3 lots of 10, let's just keep the same dosage to make it simple. And then once you can do that without losing your balance and using alignment, we're going to take your hands off the wall and do it with your hands on the hips.
All right, so there we go. Thanks to Myles for showing us those 5 routines or 5 exercises that we can go through. Hopefully this is something that you can take on board. As you can see, we don't need a gym. We don't need any fancy equipment. We can do all this with body weight. It's important, as Myles says, to find something to stabilize yourself, whether it be a chair or a post or something like that. To begin with, and once you get better and better, then you can sort of take yourself away from that balancing position and do it sort of freestanding. It's something which I hope you can put into your training program, and I'd really love you to have a bit of a go at it over the next couple of weeks. Your weekly challenge for this week is, I would love to know what other exercises you would recommend for runners to do. If you're an experienced runner out there, or you're someone who's done a lot of strength routine, or you're a physio, or you're someone with a sporting background like that, share with us the things that you would recommend, and I'll put them up for other people to do, because Myles there has shown us 5 very simple ones and 5 very basic ones that we can begin with, but there's a huge amount out there, so please share them with us. That's your weekly challenge for this week. Send it through as a photo, send it through as a message or a little video, and we'll share that with other people. So next week we have a great episode for you. This is one that I'm really looking forward to, because I'm going to bring you the ultimate marathon time predictor session. It's a session that you can do as you're leading up to a marathon, or as you begin your marathon training program, that can help you predict a realistic marathon goal time. It's one that I've used for many years myself, and it's one that a lot of training buddies of mine use as well, and it can really hone in on what is that perfect marathon time that we're aiming for, and what's a realistic marathon time that we can aim for. So I hope you can join us for that one. Whatever your training is for this week, whether you are in a big training week, or whether you're in a taper week, or simply a recovery week, tick all the boxes, do everything that you can, and rest well, eat well, and sleep well. And we'll see you next week for another episode of Why I Run TV. Thanks again for joining us. See you in 7 days.